Welcome, my loves, to the School of You podcast, where we discuss sensitive topics and attempt at unloading and unraveling these unresolved traumas together. I will advise, I will give advice, in my opinion, based on my own experience and experiences of others in my circle. So, if you are listening to this podcast, this is my first podcast of the new year. We have made it into year 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, what a remarkable accomplishment, right? Because so many did not. However, a lot of us is probably we got these resolutions. We don't know what we're going to do with them. We don't know if we should make the resolutions. Some of us is trying to figure out what is the point. Let's just jump right into this. Okay. So, our life lesson today is New Year resolutions. Are they really necessary? Okay. So, let's jump right in. The purpose of New Year resolutions, we already know, is just it's a time it allows you to reinvent yourself, right? The new year gives you a fresh start. It's a perfect opportunity to ditch old ways. It is like a new you. Okay, you get it's almost like every year you get a second chance. And I think that is so selfless of God or whoever that you believe in. I think that's so selfless of them to allow us, those of us to see a new year, and we have the opportunity to reinvent ourselves. Okay, you can embrace new goals. You can prioritize your self care, okay, for a happier time, to be happier. So you don't have to be um anchored down with unnecessary things. You can maybe decide that this year you're going to redirect your energy to your self care of happiness. Okay, maybe we got to start categorizing our self care. All right, and just this is a whole new year where you can empower yourself. Empower yourself. You should not be coming into 2024 not knowing or have not grown from 2023. There's life lessons that you were supposed to have learned from that year. Hopefully you have grown. And it actually the following year, I believe those resolutions allow you to put everything that you've learned, put it into action. Okay? But with so much inspiration swirling around you, it is easy to get overwhelmed. That I will admit. Especially for those of us who have made resolutions and like we never complete them. It's always a disappointment. So you have some people that's like, well, why am I going to the next year disappointing myself? Because maybe your resolutions is not realistic, right? And so you don't know how to make a realistic realistic resolutions for yourself. Okay, so and it can be overwhelming because you probably don't know how. Okay, but fear not. Okay, fear not. I am here, baby. Okay, Natasha Denise is here, and I am going to guide you through this whole little process. Okay, so I'm going to guide you to crafting self care resolutions that will leave you feeling radiant and ready to conquer the year. And in addition to me guiding you, I have someone who will be assisting me today just to give us any suggestions or strategies that she used. I love her. She is like a little sister to me. Yeah. And she's wonderful, and I love her self-care routines and strategies. I use them, my daughter use them. They are just awesome. Do you mind introducing yourself, Miss Lady?
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone, and happy new year to you. Yes, we are in the year of Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. This is the year of 24. And my name is Kiara Sims, and I am just so happy to be joining Miss James on this podcast today. So thank you for allowing me to be here.
You welcome, girlie. You are so welcome. You don't have to be so formal. It's Natasha Denise. It's Natasha Denise. Yes, and you are right. This is the year of Kobe Bryant. That's that mama mentality. Okay. We are coming into this year with embrace your haters. Okay. You you don't look. Haters don't hate the good, as Kobe Bryant liked to say. They hate the great. Okay, so make sure you keep that in mind as you are thinking of your resolutions. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Okay, so how about one of your first resolutions is to listen to your body? Okay, listen to your body. Okay, so how about, and this is a suggestion that I've read, and so it states, how about a swap intense gym routine for mindful movement? And what that means is that you tune into your body needs. So some days might call for a vigorous hike, okay, or a vigorous run or bike ride or something very vigorous for you to do, right? Very, very aggressive. While other times, a whisper for gentle yoga, okay, or just a leisure stroll is required. So, how about other than you creating something, a resolution saying, I'm going to lose this much amount of weight, or different things like that, or I'm going to do more mindfulness, or I'm going to go to the gym at this time? How about you create something that's more realistic for you? How about you listen to the cues of your body and you move in a way that it's going to feel good for you and not grueling? For example, how about maybe other than going to the gym 3 days a week, let's be realistic. If you haven't been to the gym in a while, how about you start off with two times a week? Okay. And maybe you can't do cardio that first week. Maybe you can't do cardio that second week. Listen to your body, because exercising is not supposed to be something that's supposed to be dreadful. But if you push your body beyond the limits because you're looking at how everyone else is exercising and what their pace is at, we're all our own individual people. So we're exercising and we're getting healthy at our own pace. Everybody's not the same, right? So if you sit here and if you give your body overkill, you're gonna crash. And so that's why we don't be successful with it. Listen to your body. Okay, maybe go to the gym that first week, maybe go to the gym 2 times that week, and maybe instead of going to the gym that third time, maybe go to yoga or do meditation. Find other alternatives in assisting you on your journey of your physical wellness. I like that one. That's different. What you think, Key?
It definitely is. And it's going to be refreshing. It definitely is. And it's going to be very refreshing, making sure you prioritize your mindfulness and moving forward with a level of ease as you're getting back into it. Because we do know when it's the first of the year, everybody's trying to get their body right, which is great. But you do want to make sure you have a plan to do it effectively.
That is so true. That is so true. The gyms be packed.
Real pack.
Real pack. The gyms be real pack for the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks tops. By fourth week of January, it start winding down. Hell, by mid-February, late February, early March, it's nobody in there. Okay, so once again, make sure you listening to your body and you create a plan, a realistic plan for yourself that include mindfulness as well as your physical. Okay, it should not be grueling. Okay, next, nourish your temple. Nourish your temple. Okay, what's the resolution for nourishing your temple? How about ditching that fad diet? Okay, and embrace intuitive eating. Now, what does that mean? So that means prioritizing fresh, whole foods that fuel your body and your soul. Don't deprive yourself, but learn to savor and appreciate what you nourish your body with. I think that is so powerful and important, because a lot of times we want to put these diet restrictions on us and we're actually depriving our bodies of the nutrients that it actually needs so it can break down the fats, the bad fats, so we can gain muscle as we exercise or lose the proper weight as we exercise, the water weight, whatever the case may be. However, However, we don't a lot of times go about that the right way. A lot of times we want to go cold turkey. Let me tell you something. If you've been sitting here eating your fried pork chops, honey, okay, you've been eating the fried pork chops, okay, with the mashed potatoes and not the ones from the bag, the homemade ones, okay, you've been eating your pork chops with the mashed potatoes and the gravy, all right, and gravy, eating good. You've been doing that 365 days of the year, eating good like that. Okay, I didn't say healthy, I just said good. And you decide on January 1st that you gonna eat a salad for the remaining of the week. And then you wonder why the following week you say forget it and you at Popeyes. Okay, it makes absolutely no sense. Don't cut out that pork chop. Okay, don't cut out the mashed potatoes. It's okay. Lower your portions. Reduce your portions. Reduce your portions until you can get into the habit of not eating it as often. Okay? So just reduce your portions. Even if it's chips and different things like that. You don't have to go cold turkey all the time. Just start reducing your portions. Even if you eat chips every day, how about start just reducing how much chips you eat every day. Okay, let's say you try that for 2 weeks, and then after that, let's reduce some days that you eat chips. So you eat chips 5 days, let's reduce it down to 4, then let's try 3, and so forth and so on. Okay, until you can get comfortable with changing into maybe healthy chips that you can eat, because you lowered your portion, so you okay with that. Do you get what I'm saying, people? Do you get what I'm saying? I'm sure you do. Okay, so it's just like nourish your temple. You don't have to take away things that you love. Okay, but everything that we love is not good for us. All right. A lot of these animals not real. They clone some of it because some of this chicken don't even taste right no more. Okay, it might be better if we all probably stop and regroup about what we put in our bodies. But that's for a whole nother session. Okay, next. Sleep like royalty. Now, this is right up my alley. Okay. Right up my alley. Okay. The resolution for sleeping, okay, like royalty is make sleep non-negotiable, a non-negotiable self-care unit for yourself. Okay. That's a ritual. Make that a non-negotiable self-care ritual. Okay, create a relaxing bedtime routine, invest in cozy bedding, and prioritize your darkness and quiet. Or you can turn on YouTube and have the waves and the nature, whatever you like, playing in the background. Have your you can have fairy lights going. You don't need a lot of light. Okay, create your own atmosphere. Okay, light some candles. All right, and take your ass to sleep and enjoy it. Okay? Put your phone on mute. Put it on mute. It is okay. Put your phone on mute. You not need no interruptions. I love that. Sleep like royalty. And they say aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Okay, you wake up feeling refreshed and energized. I mean, if marijuana is legal, if you of age, go. Relax yourself. Drink a glass of wine. This is adult only, I hope that's listening. But get your glass of wine or do whatever it is that you need to do to relax, but do not deprive yourself of sleep, honey. Next one, spark your inner child. We are so caught up in what's going on in the world, and the world is so chaotic right now. Even our governments don't know what we're doing. And I'm in Chicago. Okay. Yes. Pray for us. All right. Now, our is we there's so much negative we can focus on. It is. There's a lot going on right now. How about you focus on your inner child at least one day a week? At least one day a week, okay? Schedule playtime for yourself. Reconnect with activities that you enjoyed as a child. Buy yourself a coloring book or a board game or dance to your favorite song or something, okay? Laughter is it's so it's almost like laughter is just like our soul's comfort blanket, okay? It's so lighthearted and it's a powerful mood booster. So embrace your inner child. Let loose. And if you have kids, especially if you have little kids, they are, ask them what they want to do, okay? Like they will guide you. They are the king and queens of fun. Okay, ask them. Next thing you know, you're gonna be sitting there running around the house, hitting pans with wooden spoons, singing songs, looking like with a blanket on, looking like you from Greece. I mean, kids just have amazing, 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 amazing imaginations. Okay, you be building a fort, making s'mores. I mean, they are just amazing. Get back to that. Let that be a resolution for you to not take life so difficult, because the challenges are going to come. As long as we here, they coming, and they not going to slow up. And if you are not ignorant, if you are naive, and if you are conscious of what's going on, it's even worse. So find times find time just for you to have happiness for you, even if that means you have to get in touch with your childhood. It's fine. Next, how about you embrace the power of no? How about that? Okay, a lot of times it's not that you couldn't check off your resolutions. Other elements got in the way. A lot of those times those other elements are people in our lives. Okay, because especially family, because if you say no, they want to make you feel bad, and different things like that. Learn how to say no without guilt. Okay, I'm saying it again. Learn how to say no without guilt. Because it don't matter what you do, it's never going to be satisfactory anyway. Okay, they're never going to be satisfied enough anyway. So, why should you neglect yourself and neglect your goals? Okay, say no. Embrace the power of no. Setting healthy boundaries is crucial for self care. And the sooner you realize that, the better. Okay, don't be afraid to decline requests that drain your energy. Okay, or don't align it. Okay, what if they don't drain your energy? Okay, but what if they don't align with your values? You can still say no. Hell, you probably just don't feel like being bothered. It's not even that it's overwhelming. It's not that it don't align with your values. You just not in the mood to be social. And what people don't understand is that the pandemic allowed a lot of people to learn a lot about themselves. Some people did not like themselves. I'm one of the people that ended up loving myself even more than what I already did. So I became more introverted. So you have a lot of people that they are comfortable not being around a lot of people, going to events or being invited everywhere or having to go out. You have some people, they're okay with not going out like that, and let them be. That's fine. And you might be one of them. So why force yourself to go out when you don't want to? Say no. Okay? And if you over 25, definitely learn how to say no. I'm saying it again. If you're 25 or older, definitely learn how to say no unapologetically, because all of those yeses is not going to get you far. Okay? People don't even appreciate it. Some people not going to remember it. Put yourself first. I'm just saying. Okay? Just prioritize your well-being and say yes to things that truly matters to you, or to people that truly matters to you. Because sometimes we will do things for people although we don't want to do, because we love them and we know that they got us and they're always there for us. I'm not talking about those people. Befriend nature. Go back to the same thing that they was telling us to do during the pandemic, when we wanted fresh air. Fresh air is very important. Because, Key, you go out every day, don't you? Like when you walk Hunter, you all, this is also my friend. You all, Hunter, the black chow, this is her dog. This is the mommy of Hunter.
She just loves Hunter.
I do, that's my baby.
But I do want to echo exactly what she said. It's something about going out in nature, even if it's cold, getting that breeze on your skin, having an opportunity to just get out of your house. Because I know when it's cold and when it's snowing and when the weather is just not ideal, people are more inclined to stay in their homes, which is completely okay because
Mm,
that's your peace. But being outside in nature just does something to your mental. And not
I
only do I
agree.
go out every single day because I got to walk my dog, but sometimes I just go out just to go for a walk, a very quick walk because we are in Chicago, but just getting that breeze on my body just does something to my mental. So I completely echo that same sentiment about going out in nature is so essential to just building up your morale. So
It
I
is.
love that. I love that.
And thank you so much for that insight because it is. It's almost, you know what? Make nature your therapist.
Oh, that's a good one.
Make nature your therapist. Okay, because when you think about it, when you spend times outdoors, you walk, whether like Kiara said, walking in the park, or like walking hunter, or you have some people they hiking in the woods, okay, or they just simply sitting by, okay, and just send, because we have our the benches out here, and what are those called with the books that they can donate the books
I know it's like
outside?
a free library.
Yes.
So
And so some people will go and pull a book and just sit, and just enjoy and immersing themselves in the sights and the sounds and the smell of nature. Okay? Just to distress yourself, to boost your mood, to reconnect with your inner peace. And Kiara is right. We are in Chicago, and although we in one of the safest neighborhoods in Chicago, we still get hit with shenanigans from time to time. Okay? And so uh when the sun set, I say no, but before the sun set, do it. It's okay. And if you are lucky to not live in Chicago, then go on those hikes and enjoy nature. Enjoy walking around your block. Enjoy walking your dog. Enjoy having a picnic in your backyard or in your front yard. Okay, just enjoy nature. How about we cultivate gratitude? I'm saying it again. How about we cultivate gratitude? Now, the resolution for that is, how about you start a gratitude journal? There is a company called Set and Soul where you can write down different they have a journal for all different situations, life situations that you could possibly be going through, whether it's cancer, whether it's your first relationship, whether you've been a new mom, whether you're a nurse, whether you're an educator, and this is whether you're grieving the loss of a loved one or a child, or oh my god, it's so many titles. It's just amazing. And I think that it's important to journal, and it's important to journal things that you are grateful for. Okay, and it's important to every day write down at least three things that you're at least grateful for, regardless if they big or small. Okay, you focusing on the positive shifts your perspective. When you focus on the positive, it shifts your perspective and it fosters your happiness. And you don't have to go to Set and Soul, but they have so many journals. On Fab Below have one that is really, really nice. I bought several of my students it, and it's actually called a gratitude journal, and it's really nice for it to be at Fab Below. You can write in that. There's another one called Booked, and I'm gonna put the links in an information session, but you all should look at these sites. And these are wonderful journals. These are wonderful organizational planners where you can write down your thoughts. And it's sometimes that's all you need is to write them down. Write them down and leave them there. But at the same time, write them down and appreciate the fact that this has happened to you and be grateful for it. And our last but not least, how about you celebrate the little wins? Right, Key? We celebrate the little wins.
yes, I love that because In this day and age, we tend to try to wait for a specific day to celebrate. We wait for a birthday. We wait until we reach our culminating goal. But sometimes you do have to celebrate those small wins just to get through the day or just to get to your long-term goal. So that small win could just be you came in and your house is clean. That's a small win.
Mm-hmm.
You came in and you had the energy to cook. That's a small win. So celebrating those small wins daily is essential to investing in your self-care. Because if we don't celebrate ourselves, who's going to celebrate it?
Absolutely.
We have to pour into ourselves just as much as we pour into other people. So I love that concept of engaging in your self-care and making sure that you're allocating time for that. I love that. I completely just love the whole list.
Oh my
Everything
God.
about it.
But I love how you said just allocate, let's like just allocate this time for yourself. Okay, for yourself. Because if you don't allocate time for yourself, then who will? Okay. And then once again, reiterating, acknowledging and celebrating your achievements, no matter how small. Did you finally finish that project? Okay. Did you conquer fear? Did you take a moment to appreciate your progress and pat yourself on the back? Because you deserve that. Did you achieve a goal? Did you grow? Whether it was mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, verbally, spiritually. And if I said it first time, there's nothing wrong saying spiritually again. We need it. Those are wins. Did you gain knowledge that you didn't have the previous year? Those are wins. Everything doesn't have to be materialistic. So celebrate your little wins. You deserve it. And just an empowerment prompt. Look at it like this. Our year, having a new year or being able to live to see a new year, it serves the new year. A new year resolution serves a multitude of purposes. It's acting as a potent cocktail, of motivation, introspection, and goal setting. And what I did is I just gave you several different resolutions, 8 to be exact. 8 things that you should focus on to get you started. An empowerment prompt would be to create a vision board for your ideal self in the new year. Include images, quotes, and words that represent your aspirations and values. This visual reminder will keep you motivated and inspired throughout the year. Me and my sister Kiara, we just did ours. And I'm not gonna lie, before she came to the house today, I was not like so motivated. I mean, we are educators, so we already know we about to hit the ground running on Monday, and so I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'm just trying to get ready for that. But she came here motivated and she motivated me. And now that I actually see the vision that I set for myself for the new year, I'm just like, oh my goodness. I'm doing this podcast. This is one of the things that was on my vision board. And because I was able to see it and categorize my vision and just see my vision just as I have this prediction of what my year is going to be, I know I need to put in the work. And I'm seeing like, wow, the podcast is here, the information is here, the motivation is here. Let's go. But if it wasn't for her, if it wasn't for the vision board, the material, me just seeing it with my own eyes, I wouldn't be doing a podcast right now. So remember, and this is the last thing, as you create your vision board, as you develop and entertain thoughts on different type of new year resolutions for yourself, Remember one thing, that self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. By prioritizing your well-being, you'll be better equipped to face life challenges and shine your light on the world. So go forth and embrace these self-care resolutions and make this year your most powerful year yet. Don't create your vision boards or your resolutions with the thought of someone else being your priority if it's outside of your children or your spouse or your significant other if you're in a healthy relationship. And even with them, you have to set boundaries. Put yourself first in everything that you do as far as your resolution goes, your goals go, because these are your goals. This is how you expect to uplift yourself, empower yourself. Not your parents, not your grandparents, not your aunties, not your uncles, not your cousins, not your sisters, not your brothers, not your sons, not your daughters, not your colleagues. Okay? You. So, my loves, well, we did good, right? Okay, so this was like we went a minute over 30 minutes, so that's not bad. Okay, so I thank you, my loves, for listening and sharing your time with me. It was amazing discussing my thoughts with you about this new year. I'm going to try to be as consistent as I possibly can. I promise you I will. Um, but last year just getting acclimated to it, so it was a lot going on. But those of you all that are still hanging with me, I appreciate you. I really, really do. And don't forget to continue to tune in into the School of You podcast. Last year, it was every Tuesday and Thursday. This year, I'm just going to say every week. That's fair. I'm say every week, please hit that reminder. So when I upload, then you will get a alert that states that a new podcast episode, a segment has been uploaded. Okay, but I do appreciate you. Where we sit here and we go through and partake in riveting discussions. And I'll be having surprise guests like I did today. I'm so happy that I started my 2024 with my little sister.
Thank
Did you
you for
want to say anything?
having me. Just
Thank you
not
for being with
only,
us.
yes, from participating to listening. I'm so actively involved. Because one thing about podcasts is that it makes it feel like you are a part of that listener's learning journey. So I really do love not only participating but listening because it's definitely an energy booster. So thank you for having me. I was happy to be here coming into 2024. So I loved it. Yes.
Thank you so much, Key. And she's been the one pushing me to do podcasts. Okay, so I'm 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 pushing myself. So please, please have a blessed and stress-free rest of your day or night or afternoon, whichever time that you are listening. And just please remember to accomplish your goals and take your time in accomplishing your goals. Okay, it is not a rush. Just remember, it requires a blend of strategic planning and unwavering dedication and a sprinkle of flexibility, okay, for you to accomplish your goal. They are more than just pictures and words. You have to put forth the action behind them. So I hope all of you all accomplish all of your goals that you have set for this year. And you all have a beautiful and blessed evening, day, afternoon. And I will speak to you all again soon.